another live later on with my homegirl Remedy. You know what I'm saying? About to do another one. I had done 2 interviews today. 3 interviews today, as a matter of fact, with people affiliated with the Tyler Perry project up and coming. So I'm about to upload those interviews as well. And yeah, wanted to build with y'all for a bit, man. I'm sitting back, I was listening to this Mt Westmore album. I gotta say, man, it ain't really hitting, bro. It ain't really hitting to me, man. I mean, it's suffering to me. Too many chefs in the kitchen. Like you got E40, you got Snoop, you got Cube, you got Too Short. And first of all, I think one of my issues with the album is the direction of it. Like it had that same old hyphy sound, like that whole same old hyphy tempo. Now 40, E40 can coast on that shit. He can coast on beats like that, but you know, even Snoop to a degree, but dudes like Cube and Too Short especially, they don't sound right rapping on beats like that. I could tell that they just did that project just to do something. They ain't really go in there with the intention of making a banging album. They probably just went in there because they were bored one day and just wanted to record some songs. But to me, some of them joints sound too repetitive, man. Like rap it about, I understand, you want to bring a little fun atmosphere. Some songs were there were slapping. The first song was slapping, Subwoofer was slapping, but the direction, man, it just wasn't there to me, man. It left me like, this is it. Like, this is what niggas, this is what Snoop was trying to charge niggas for, like $5,000 for this album. Jeremy Taylor, what up, dog? Yeah, man, I've been listening to a lot of new music, Cool G rap, been listening to his joint. His joint is good so far. I wanted to talk about the Mt Westmore album that came out, and I'm not really feeling that, man, because number one, the production sounded too repetitive to me. Like it had the whole hyphy vibe. Like you could tell they was trying to make a banger. They were trying to make too many bangers after every song. And Too Short, man, Too Short sounded like he ain't even want to be there. Like half the songs he was off beat. He ain't had no energy in his flow. It reminded me of the collab album that 40 and Too Short did, but it just added Snoop and Cube. That's what that really is. Now, if this was the 90s, shoot, man, I would have curated that mug, man. I would have had Snoop and, man, come on. I didn't listen to the Mt Westmore album. Yeah, I wasn't going to listen to it. I had my mans, he sent me a copy of it. Big shout out to him. It didn't move me. It didn't move me, though, man. Like, they capable of better. Now, I'm going to keep it brick with y'all. But, Too Short, he just been coasting. Because, honestly, Short really wanted to retire in 96. You could tell. 1996, that was his final curtain call when he put out his 10th album, Getting It. But then he had to come back. I don't know if it was an old debt. I don't know if he had financial problems, but he came back with Can't Stay Away. That was a dope album. That was one of my favorite albums. But after that, every one of his projects has just been hit and miss. I think what it was, he's trying to rap over down south beats and up-tempo beats, and it's just not his flow. He has a real smooth pattern flow. Like silky funk tracks is what he raps, so he can't rap over nothing really up-tempo. And a lot of the songs on this album is up-tempo. Same with Ice Cube. Ice Cube, he basically became the Don Mega on this album. Like, we ain't get that old energy. It's like the firm, the where's there too much star power going? Too many chefs in the kitchen. Too many chefs in the kitchen. Nah, it's not egos. It's not egos at all. It's just, they there's no egos because there's no beefs. It's just that they don't really have chemistry together. Now the firm, however, they do have chemistry together. Affirmative action proved that. Like Firm Biz proved that. But Dre was in his funk, and he couldn't really supply him that firepower. Plus, you had Steve Stout over there. He tried to make it the pop album, so you had the direction all over the place. Where with these guys here, it just didn't. It just didn't click. It just didn't click to me. You know what I mean? I was listening to it over and over, and I was like, "Yo, didn't I just listen to this song here?" Now 40 coasted on that joint. For E40, man, his flow aging like fine wine. Snoop still sound decent up there. Cube, he went too Don Mega-ish on this album. I guess what it was, they just did it as a fun album. It ain't worth paying 500 for, or whatever, paying no NFT for. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, because I was sitting back listening to it, and I was like, yeah, it had some nice songs up there. It had some slappers. Like that one song, Activated go hard. The first song, California, that go hard. But they all start sounding the same. And I think if they would have had production switch up a little bit, more different producers instead of that same trademark hyphy sound, it kind of like sound like to me they were just chasing slappers. And plus some niggas, man. But there's too much dope music out there nevertheless, man. I mean, we got Sadat X. He gonna pull up on Thursday night to talk about his album. He gonna be on Off the Cuff Radio. So that's gonna be a fire one, you know what I mean? They gave it a try, but it just won't hit. Exactly. Sometimes that's just the way it is. Them niggas was looking like the 2003, 2004 Lakers up in there, man. You brought Karl Malone and Gary Payton up there. You know what I'm saying? It just don't mesh. What West Coast album release here will you recommend for us West Coast folk? Oh man, I gotta think off the head. First of all, Planet Asia. Planet Asia is one of the most consistent rappers out there, out in the left coast, for real. He been putting it down. We trying to get him on Screwball. We trying to get him up there. Dang. What's up, Sage? What's good? Yeah, man, check out Planet Asia. Planet Asia, he got a new album. That joint is fire. West Coast MCs. Let me see. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. You gotta pardon me. I'm going verbatim over here. Okay. West Coast albums from 2022. But Planet Asia, he fire, man. I'm hoping Razcast drop a new album. He's been busy. Let me see what we got here. Cypress Hill, they had dropped one. I didn't like that album. A lot of people did probably disagree. I didn't like that Back in Black album. I mean, I don't know if it's because the Muggs wasn't there, but I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna tell y'all who been consistent though. MC8. MC8 been consistent as a mug, man. 8 been on point for the past couple years, man. Like he been dropping dope albums for 3-4 years. It's like he got his health together and he's been more focused than ever. His flow isn't potent sharp like it used to be, but he knows how to pick dope beats. He knows how to pick dope production. He knows how to orchestrate an album. And 8, man, 8, he been killing it. He ain't got the sharp storytelling flow like he used to, but yo, that last album he dropped was crazy. And he dropping another one, I think either next month or this month. Hold on, let me look it up. That's what I like to hear. He got a song. Hold on, I'm trying to look up. Then you got the Inmates. The Inmates with Daz, Corrupted, Lady of Rage, and RBX. They dropping the album together. So that should be fire as well. Let me see. MC8, he may be coming out. Let me see. New album. Hold on 1 second. 8's album premiere was dope. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think it's going to be called Lessons 2. But 8, man, he big shout out to MC8, man. MC8 is pushing that line. I think Paris is dropping an album too. And Paris actually knows me. So I posted up the copy I had of The Devil Made Me Do It. And he responded. He was like, yo, I appreciate the love. I ain't even have that physical. So big shout out to Paris, man. Paris be pushing that line, man. Oh, let me see. A lot of good music is out right now. Let me check y'all out. Hold on. That's why I wanted to go live, man, because I want to put y'all on to a lot of good music that's out there, man. Sometimes I gotta be the voice of that because people are still going with the narrative. There ain't no good music out. But yeah, the Mount Rushmore album was a letdown to me. It was a letdown to me. They feel like they just went ahead and just recorded over anything and just left it like it was. I think with Love, man, Short, he sounded out of his element on this album. If Short gonna rap, he gotta rap over smooth shit. Short gotta rap over something smooth. He can't rap over nothing up tempo like that. Like he need to holler at the producers for Currency or Larry Jones. Short don't need that smooth shit to rap over. He can't rap over these type of beats because these type of beats is good for E40 and Snoop. You know? And we talking music here. A group has to have chemistry and balance in members. I don't think they went in with that. I think they went in and just recorded. That's what it sounds like to me. They ain't care about how the bars counted. They ain't really felt like they put an effort in. They just went ahead and just record over what beat they had. And just released it and kept it moving. But man, had this been 1997, this drink would have been crazy. But you know, these niggas got grandkids now. They ain't hungry like that no more. They ain't hungry like that. But analyzing that album though, it was like it just needed some cohesiveness. You know what I'm saying? It didn't sound orchestrated sharp enough. It gave me firm vibes. 38 Specials, lyrical beats. Yes, sir. 38 Specials getting his appreciation. You seen how LeBron James and Kevin Durant propped him up. Yeah, Specials getting his appreciation now. He been putting it down for years. He cold with it. He cold with it for real. Rock Marciano, we all gotta give props to Rock Marciano. Rock Marciano opened up that new wave for all these New Yorkers. You just gotta look beyond mainstream radio. Absolutely. Absolutely. Rock Marciano deserves his props though, because Rock Marciano, he opened up that door. You know, where you come in, you rapping with the no drums, you kicking that smooth shit. Marciano deserves, he fathered a lot of this stuff that's going on right now. And you notice this. Notice how a lot of niggas coming in rapping like Griselda. Hold up. I heard that Q wanted to do a song with Eminem. He said on the podcast. I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe in the early days, yeah, but it wouldn't sound right. Their styles are too different. Their styles are too different. Real talk. Their styles are too different, man. All right, Melanie Forter. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, man. Rock Marciano, man. These niggas need to give him his flowers for real. Kiss the ring. Cause he opened up that door. Doing good, doing good. I'm blessed. Can't see Ice Cube rap it over hyphy beats. I mean, he's tried it, but he didn't sound right on this album either. I mean, Cube and Short, that's not really their style. Snoop can do it. Snoop is more so like a party type rapper. He can do that. Same with E40. He can do that in a way. But dudes like Short and Cube, nah. Especially Short, man. Short can't do it, man. Like Short needs soulful production. Soulful needs smooth shit. He need that smooth, like Larry June, like give him who did beats for Wiz Khalifa? Still waiting on Exhibit Kingmaker to come out. Exhibit just need to get that hunger back. You know? Oh, congratulations to Too Short. Definitely, definitely, man. That was a big look, though, man. It's good to see that he's alive and got his appreciation, though. We just talking music. You know what I mean? I don't want anybody to take any of these videos and make it like, oh, you hating on Too Short. You hating on these people. No. Since when do we get to a stage where we always think everything is hating? We just talking music. We fans of this. Oh, he killed the Lil Jon beats. Yes, sir. Yeah, I forgot about that. He killed the Lil Jon beats. Man, Q killed that whole Crunk Juice album. I think he was on 3 songs on there. Congrats on Ice Cube, had the most popular black-owned sports league in the Big Three. Now, somebody said earlier, I said this in the video about him getting Friday back. See, they did him wrong on that because that just goes to show you it ain't his fault. He did everything right. But when these companies, like the one he was dealing with, folded, which was No Line Cinema, they folded. They got bought out by Warner Brothers. So now Warner Brothers is who Q got to go do business with. And Q probably don't even like these niggas. You know what I'm saying? So now they bought everything out. Now Cube got to go and renegotiate to get the right of his material. And now they putting the price tag on it. Like, look, okay, you got to pay us $3 million to get it back. Cube like, fuck that. That's not even a part of the original deal. You only got the deal because your company bought this company. That's what's really happening in the music business right now. You know what I mean? That's what's happening in the music business right now. That's why a lot of these artists is trying to fight to get these new deals, because soon as these acquisitions happen, a lot of the old deals are gone. Like Cube was getting those royalties off of Friday the old way when New Line was around. Now, Warner Brothers distributed it. He ain't seeing hardly nothing of it because you know the regulations done changed. So that's what he's fighting over. You know? But he's good on money. You know a nigga good on money. He's like, yo, $3 million, you can keep it. It's just unfortunate. And that's not his fault. That's not his fault at all. They were the UPN of black movies. He was at Target Friday, Rush Hour, House Party, Money Talk. Yes, sir, man. What's up, King Eric? What's good, man? Hey, did any of y'all listen to that Mount Rushmore album? That's Mount Westmore album. That's what I'm talking about here. I mean, it had its joints, but I'm not really feeling it, man. I'm not really feeling it. Yeah, man, I'm not really. It felt to me it was too many chefs in the kitchen. Like they overdid it. And sometimes when you overdo a project, it don't come out right. That's what happened with the Firm album. Even the Firm joint had some nice joints. Firm Fiasco, Phone Tap, Executive Decision, Firm Biz. There's probably like 6 joints I regularly play on that album, from that album. Desperados with Cannabis. I'm leaving. From Nori. That's the only like 6 joints I really play out of that 18 cut album. But that's what happened, man. Like, and you overproduce something, it don't come out right. But talking about this here, did y'all see this situation that goes on with Meek Mill and Kanye? When Kanye said Meek Mill ain't tough and he just laughed at him. Meek Mill had a real good response to that shit. He said, here, hold on, let me look it up. He actually got the best of that exchange right there. Hold on 1 second. Meek Mill let him know what it is. Him and Wack 100. Hold on, let me show y'all. Shout out to Say Cheese TV. Here you go. Fix that lighting. Yeah, he clapped them back, man. He said, never lost my mind for fame or money. I still have my family. My people respect me. I'm freeing people from prison. I'm doing community service all month with children up close and personal. I'm chilling with my son and his friends today. Y'all on Clubhouse at 50. Go ahead. Oh, man. That was dope. That was a dope response right there. Sometimes that's just how you got to do it. That's how you got to do it sometimes, man. Even though Meek did a lot of suspect stuff, but that was a good response to me. But see, Wack 100, he got what he wanted out of the situation. He wanted some clout. He don't really care for Ye mental capacity. He just wants some clout out the deal. That's how thirsty he is. So he had Ye on Clubhouse, and you know that did the numbers that it did. But now they got to do something else. They got to do something else now. When them views start slowing up, now you got to go and double down on it. Now you got to do something else. And that's what I was talking about on the show earlier. Now, when the clout is there, you're getting your views, but news cycles run within 48 hours. When Kanye's out of the news, somebody else going to pop up. Now they got to do something else crazy. That's how it usually works. That's how it usually works. So expect them two to do something even crazier. Wack 100 might go ahead and leak part 2 of the sex tape with Kim and Ray J. Watch. They gonna do something wild. I mean, it is December. A lot of wild stuff happened in December. But I'm telling y'all, man, the need for clout is crazy. It is crazy. But let me know what kind of music y'all got out there, man. Like, they could put us on. Cause I'm always looking for new music, man. I'm gonna tell y'all something else. This is what I've been listening to too. I'm gonna show y'all something. I like to brag about my physicals. If y'all ain't got this joint been on rotation all week. Look at this. His best album. His best album to me, man. This album right here is what made him a star that he is today. This album right here. Forest Hills Drive. 2014 Forest Hill Drive. I've been listening to this all week. I'm like, man. He really got in his groove with this album here. This is probably one of the coldest albums to come out within the decade. Dead serious. This made J. Cole a star. So if you ain't got this on physical, get yours. Get yours, man. And I see why a lot of people put Cole on that pedestal, man, because that was a ballsy album. And I would listen to this one too. Hold on, I'm going to show y'all this one. This one here. Pimp a Butterfly. Been listening to both of these albums. And you know what? These are two of the most important albums within this decade because these niggas could have went that same route. They could have went that same route. Like Kendrick Lamar, he could have went ahead and went the bitch don't kill my vibe and swim pools and all that. He could have done that for his second album. But he went a whole 380 and he started digging deep into the surface. He really went real deep into a more artistic lane. J. Cole did the same thing because it's like they start really seeing the bullshit within the business. They start seeing a lot of these niggas not really speaking out on nothing. So it's like, okay, I'm going to use my voice. I'm going to use my connections. Because, you know, to get the music out there, you got to have big connections. And you got Dre with Kendrick Lamar. You got Jay-Z. They're pretty much to open up those doors so they can create the art. And I bet you this, man. Cole couldn't get 1/3 of this done without Jay-Z because Jay-Z was able to clear those samples. We live in the era where, you know, they don't want to pay for no samples. So him signing up there to Rock Nation was a smart move because he was able to clear them samples and Cole was able to find his creative groove. Same with Kendrick. He couldn't get 1/3 of that shit pushed out there if one for Dre. So these two albums were very impactful within the culture because these two were young. They could have went ahead and went the bullshit route, but too much was going on at the time. So they wanted to use their voice to speak out. And I salute them on that. Now, Kendrick's new album, however, he a little too far left for me. And Cole, he sometimes goes a little left, but I salute them brothers, man. They keeping lyricism as a standard. These niggas don't keep lyricism as a standard. These two are. Eminem said himself, like, these two keep me want to rap. So, yeah. Just wanted to put that out there, man. Pimp a Butterfly. 2014 Forest Hill Drive. Two important albums within the culture from this decade. So, yeah, man. Let me know what you guys think, man. Let me know what you guys think of that Mt Westmore album. Am I tripping? I want people to disagree with me. Eminem, he's my favorite rapper. Yeah, man. Eminem, cold with it. I don't care what these other people say, man. Eminem, the Larry Bird of rap. Sure, Eminem, the Larry Bird of rap. He be giving cats that work. And I'm going to tell y'all this. A lot of you battle rappers better be thanking M because he the reason why y'all eating. He set the financial bar up for that. Eminem set that bar up, man. If you a battle rapper, you better be happy you get your check because that's Marshall. What's the name of that battle? Slaughterhouse battle, or it was something that he set up. He set up some type of battle league. I forgot the name of it. I know Joe Budden, he was participating in it. Prodigy was about Tupac songs are corny. Let me tell y'all something, man. That's just the way it was. That's competitive nature. But see, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Prodigy won't fucking with Tupac, man. Straight up. At that time, no. Nah, man. Pac was too much. He was too much of a studio general. Nobody was rocking with, was messing with Tupac in 96, man, because Tupac had a mission. He was mission driven. These niggas like Big, Prodigy, all these people that he was going at the time, they'll go ahead, they'll record their songs, they'll go out on the block, they'll chill, drink a 40, come back, and probably gone for the rest of the week. This nigga Tupac, he was in that bitch banging it out, slapping engineers up, cussing out people. He had a mission. You can't go to war with a nigga on a mission like that. He took it serious. My bomb first. Come on, man. Now they could, because if Prodigy was gonna drop a this record, Pac had 6 of them already ready to go. Because see, it ain't just the music. It's also the way you distribute the music. It's also how often you put out the music. You know what I mean? So P couldn't, I love P. I love P. I salute P for being that type of dude. He didn't bite his tongue. He stood up to Pac when a lot of these dudes was just throwing subs. But he won't see him Pac either, man. I love both of them, man. That's my opinion. In terms of that work ethic, P will probably have like, 2 disc records? Pac have a whole album already done. That's it. When he, especially in the interviews, he's like, Mobb Deep, I swallow them niggas. You can't go to war with a nigga whose energy is aesthetic like that. They too laid back. Not saying that they ain't had no wolves against with them, but Pac's energy, man, it's the energy. That's why Big didn't really say anything. He couldn't compete with that energy. Yeah, he'll drop a record, but see, Big, even Puff said that about Big's work ethic. See, Big, the guy, he'll go ahead, record 2 songs, punch it in, chill, out the door. He'll go to a party, or he'll go smoke a blunt, or he'll go drink or something. He'll go hang out, or go gambling. Tupac was so mission driven, you know what I mean? He was so mission driven, he'll just stay in that studio all day long, kicking 3 to 4 songs out a day, throwing people out of the studio if you ain't even write your verse on time. Oh, you ain't doing your verse? Nigga, get out of here. Put him on the song. That's how he was. So you can't compete with that. You can't compete with that mentality, man, with somebody that's so driven like that. Cormega's new album is fire too. Yeah. My man Comment said this yesterday. He said, yo, Queensbridge got this on lock, though. Prodigy's new album is fire. Cormega's joint is fire. Nas's album is fire. And you got a lot of more. Cool G Rap just dropped the new album. Now, he ain't from Queensbridge, but they're from Queens. So, Queensbridge got this on lock, man. And there's some more to come, too. There's some more coming as well. Great music. That's right. Hip-hop is alive and well. Don't listen to Hot 97. Don't listen to these people tell you that hip-hop is dead. But I'm telling you, going back to my man's question, man, nah, man, they can't compete with Pac like that. That's why they didn't go at him like that. Yeah, they'll go ahead and drop a line here and there. Nas wasn't going to be able to do it. Nas will probably need a whole, just like he went at Jay, he probably needed a whole month or two to get it together. And even if he did, Pac already had 2 albums ready to go. That's how he was. Sinbad looks sick in that photo that you posted. Yeah, man, big prayers to Sinbad, man. One of the funniest comedians. One of the coolest brothers I ever met, man. Man, Sinbad was cool, man. I mean, out of all these Hollywood dudes, man, I would say Sinbad is probably in my top 3 of most humble individuals that I've met. And I'm praying for that brother, man. Praying for that brother for his health, that he can get himself back together. Even I don't even care if he even go on stage anymore, as long as he's healthy. Man, if y'all look this up, look up Sinbad's 1991 HBO special, one of the funniest. That's one of my top 5s to me. Because, Sinbad is a clean-cut comedian, but he's so hilarious. From his storytelling and everything, Sinbad is one of the best. And a good guy at that, man. So prayers go out to Sinbad on the behalf of Off the Cuff Radio, Screwball Radio, and everybody that represents this movement that we doing. Send our prayers out to Sinbad for health and blessings. But yeah, man, I mean, that's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate. This go to show you, man, you got to count your blessings every day. Now, I'm looking up this here. Let me see. Hold on. I got to send another shout out to my man, Charlie Rock LD from the Terror Squad. Yo, he's saying some wild stuff about Fat Joe right now. I'm like, yo, shoot. Love Sinbad. I haven't heard from him since he called out Justin Timberlake. He Sinbad solid like that, man. Sinbad solid like that, man. You ain't gonna let that slide. You know you messed up. You made Sinbad upset. Come on, man. So I'm hoping open earth and wind and fire. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Sinbad a good dude, man. That's a legit good dude. I don't say that about a lot of these guys I'm meeting this business, but he's one of the good ones. Let me look at this right quick. Hold on, man. We look at this right quick. Somebody sent me something. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I wanted to talk about this here while I'm here. Just for my basketball heads right here. Now, I was looking at the Shaq documentary, right? Shaq got a docu-series going on HBO right now. It's pretty dope. Let me tell you this, man. To put Shaq over, people don't understand how much of a culture phenomenon Shaquille O'Neal really is, or really was at that time. Like, before the cooning, I'm talking about, man, this guy was big. We knew when he came in the NBA, he was going to be a problem. I remember when I first seen Shaq, this nigga was breaking goals and shit. And he wasn't a bad rapper. Shaq could actually rap. Then I knew when he had Wu-Tang on his shit, I was like, hold up, man. Then he had a video game. Y'all remember the Shaq Fu video game? He had his own sneaker. Man, I used to get clown heavy for having some Shaqs, but because Shaqs was the shoes that we couldn't afford. We couldn't afford the J's. So Yeah, man, Shaq was a man. Let me tell y'all, man. If you lived through the '90s, man, Shaquille O'Neal was an icon for a reason. So I'm gonna tell y'all this, and this is my opinion. And I'm gonna ask you guys this. This is my opinion. Y'all can feel free to ask me whatever. But I think he was the cause of a lot of these problems with these teams. Because keep in mind, Shaq has a big ass ego. But at the same time, he knows his worth. Shaq has a big ass ego. Peter Guns and Redman and Biggie Ghost wrote for Shaq. Yes, sir. They made Shaq sound dope. But Shaq, see, man, Shaq has a big ass ego, man. Going back to the Orlando Magic situation. Like when he went ahead and threw that shot at Penny Hardaway, because they was going at it, because Shaq want to be the man everywhere he go. That's his mentality. Everywhere, every team he go, he want to be front center and attention. He want to be the man. He got a little salty when Penny started coming up there. Penny started getting more of that light. And then, on top of that, he wanted to demand more money. He wanted the bread truck, so to speak, from the Orlando Magic. But see, he wanted the reason to go in because he didn't want to share the light with Penny. And Penny's a nice guy. Then I seen that commercial that Shaq slapped the little Penny. I'm like, yo, where is this coming from? Like, Penny ain't said nothing bad about you. You know what I mean? Like, where is this energy coming from? And then he ends up in LA. He didn't even tell his people that he went to LA. Like, damn, dude, like you could at least gave Penny that. Cause Penny looked out for you. So he goes to LA. Then he meets up with Kobe. They have issues. Now, Kobe, he could be hard to get along with, but at the same time, Shaq be trying to pull that bullshit on Kobe, and Kobe like, nigga, no. You ain't pulling this shit on Orlando that you pulled on me. When you got two people that want to be the man, that's where it causes a clash. All that is not going to be blamed on Kobe. You know what I mean? Because Shaq has a big ass ego. He want everything catered to him. He want to call it's his team. But he ain't want to train. He ain't want to keep his body in shape. And that's where Kobe got mad. Kobe got upset. Like, dude, I'm carrying your load. We need you, big fella. You out there getting hurt. You doing rap videos and bullshit movies, nigga. We need you on the court. And that's where it really started anyway. Now, and Kobe, man, let me tell you, from what I've seen about him, he didn't want none of that glamour. His main focus, he was mission driven. Ironically, like Tupac, mission driven. He ate, slept, and breathed basketball and winning. That was his obsession. He wanted to be better than Jordan. That's why he went ahead and put number 24 instead of 23. He wanted to be better than Mike. And he won't go carry Shaq load. But see, people let Shaq get away with a lot of shit. Because number one, he's incepted into hip-hop culture. Number one. Number two, the nigga is a black belt. He will whoop your ass. Think about it. A 7'2" black belt. I have to shoot that nigga, though. I'll shoot that nigga toe off. I'm not squaring up with Shaq. Hell no. I will blow his pinky toe off. I'm not going to shoot that. I'm not going to fight that nigga. But you look up at it like this, man. So he started creating problems with Kobe and everything. Because, Kobe was like, yo, we need you on board. We need you focused. We need you healthy. You need to start training in summer camp. Shaq like, no, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing, Kobe. I'm Shaq. I made this team. You can't do that to me. No. Yeah, Kobe was dedicated. Yeah. Kobe was carrying the load and dealing with a rape case. Meanwhile, Shaq over there talking about he had a big toe injury. And Kobe like, nigga, if you don't walk that toe off, here I am battling a court case, and I'm carrying your load. You You better get your big ass on that court, man. So that they broke up and Shaq ended up bouncing. Then he goes to Miami. They win a ring over there. But then he has problems because he wants to be the man. And you know, Shaq is a draw. I will give him his credit. He can talk that shit. He's a draw. Shaq is one of the biggest icons in this world. He's a draw. Give him his due. But at the same time, basketball is a team sport. And he don't want to share that light with nobody. He want the ball all the time. He's ego driven like that. And Pat Riley, he ain't gonna deal with that shit. That's why Riley got rid of him. Pat Riley ain't dealing with that. Pat Riley come for that era like, look, him and Phil Jackson, they don't take no shit. And that's what I like about them too. I think Pat Riley and Phil Jackson are honorary black men. They took them to the promised land. You gonna get a chip messing with Pat and Phil, nigga. But the series is good. It's pretty good. It's interesting. It's get a great outlook on Shaq's life. But you can also see that he's the cause of a lot of these problems because a lot of that funny shit Shaq be doing, like all them pranks, a lot of niggas ain't feeling. But they tolerate it because, you know, number one, he's 7 foot something. And number two, he's a draw. So he has a lot of power. And number three, he'll whip your ass. So you put all that. What the fuck is this? So yeah, you put all that in the situation. You ain't gonna go to war with that. I remember even Gary Payton saying something crazy. He said something that Shaq used to throw urine at players. That's crazy. I would have to blow his pinky toe off, man. But look, man, I'm about to go ahead and go. I got to get warmed up for this other live I'm about to do, man. I'd like to thank y'all for building with me. Had a fun build. So catch me at 9 o'clock. Catch me on Instagram. We're going to be doing our damn thing. Me and Remedy, we're going to be chopping up on different topics. Y'all have a blessed one. Holla.